All right, it's the final game of the regular season, game 192 of 192 of this, the Redemption League, with the game Mike Owens' Quick Play Pro Hockey. And in this final game of the regular season, it will be the 1985 Winnipeg Jets up against the 1995 Quebec Nordiques. The Jets come into this one here. It's a 32-game regular season schedule. The Jets are 17-10-4 after 31 games. Quebec is somewhat surprisingly disappointing, 13-17-1 over that time. Although Quebec, I should also point out, they were 3-12-1 at the half. So doing the quick math there, their record has been, well, 10-5 since, yeah, that's right, 10-5 since then. They have just the one tie, and that could actually benefit them going into this. More on this in a moment. But first of all, if the Jets finish this, or the Jets, if they win this game, they will finish first overall. Second overall with a tie or a loss. It is the New York Rangers, actually, who have crept into first place at the last minute of the regular season for the longest time. Anyone that's seen this before may be aware that the Montreal Canadiens, the 1970 Montreal Canadiens, were first overall for the longest time throughout this project, but they've gone on a 7-game winless streak. They lost 6 in a row. They finished 0-6-1 in their final 7. So New York has actually surpassed Montreal, as has Winnipeg. And Winnipeg has, even if they lose this game, they still finish ahead of Montreal. They have a 2-0 record against Montreal, whereas a tie or a loss will result in Winnipeg finishing second overall because they have a 1-3 record against the New York Rangers. So they do need, in order to take clear first, they come into this with 38 points. The Rangers have 39 points. So Winnipeg does need the full 2 points here to get clear first. And of course, during the regular season, I don't play overtime. I don't do overtime. Several teams actually in this What If League would not have played overtime during the regular season in the era in which they played. The Nordiques coming into this one here, quite simply, if they get the full 2 points, they are in the playoffs by virtue of they've won 13 games. A couple of other teams also with 29 points, which Quebec would have if they got the win here. But the Vancouver Canucks, they're stuck with 12 wins, and they've completed their 32-game schedule. And the Hartford Whalers have 11 wins and like 7 ties in there to comprise their 29 points. So should Quebec win here, the full 2 points will get them into the playoffs. A tie or a loss does mean that they do not make the playoffs, which again, they've gone on a 10-5 run from the half. So they just got off to a really bad start, obviously. And one more point actually prior to rolling this out is that Dale Hawerchuk right now sits with 21 goals and 41 points in 31 games. The current scoring race leader is Bernie Federico with 12 goals and 42 points in 32 games. And so if Hawerchuk here gets even 1 point, it doesn't matter if it's a goal or an assist, he will win what I will call the Marcel Dion Yermer Yager scoring title, where he'll have the same amount of points as Federico, but more goals. So by virtue of, again, the Dion, Yager sort of rule there, looking back to 1980 and 1995 in the NHL, that would give him, I guess, the scoring title. But should Hawerchuk get a couple of points here, 2 points or greater, obviously he's won the title clearly. So anyway, with all of that said and out of the way, I guess looking at the game itself here, this is, I guess the impact, what's at stake here. And for the game itself, Quebec does come into this one with an advantage. Scoring chances are arrived at with a roll of 36 or below. And then after that, Quebec with a roll of 21-52, the chance goes to the Nordiques, and then with a 11-16 or 53-66 in the follow-up roll, the scoring chance goes the Winnipeg Jets' way. The close game factor in the third period, should it be a tied and or 1-goal game, is +1 in the Jets' favor with the 10-9 there for the CGF rating. And once again, this game is Mike Owens Quick Play Pro Hockey. So, all right. So with all of that said, let's get this one on the go here and end the regular season for Mike Owens Quick Play Pro Hockey, which honestly I thought it would be able to roll out sooner than the 5.5 months that it's taken. But when I did the complete 46-47 NHL season replay, which was 180 total of regular season games, that was during the pandemic pause for the National Hockey League, so I just had more time. It was 2 rollout games, I guess, since I wasn't watching NHL hockey. Anyway, 3 minutes off the clock here to start things, and there will be a scoring chance for 52, so that's going to be just barely to the Quebec Nordiques. And Quebec with an 11. Look at that. They get a goal here pretty much right off the bat. 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes into it. The exact time of that goal coming at 3:41. So 3:41 into the period, and scoring for Quebec is, let's see here, 4:55. That will be Valerie Comment, or sorry, 5. Oh, goodness, I go back and forth between Hockey Bones and this game. So I'm looking to a 5:54, which will mean either Kovalenko or Krupp. Actually, I have to roll that again. So with the even roll, that's going to be. Depends actually if I use a 0-1 when I'm using a ball roller. Anyway, I'm just going to give the goal to Hervé Krupp. Actually, I feel like he, I don't know, for whatever reason, I feel like he's earned this. Maybe Kovalenko fired and Krupp was able to tip it or something like that, although the opposite of that seems more likely. Maybe Krupp fired it and Kovalenko tipped it then, for that matter. Anyway, so actually it's an unassisted goal, so I guess they can't both be involved in it. So they can go to the video replay and debate over who would have scored the goal there, but it is 1-0 for Quebec, 3 minutes and 41 seconds into it. So Quebec here home at Le Colisée, trying to make the home faithful proud and actually sneak into the playoffs at the last second. This would be a real Cinderella late season run for them after going 3-12-1 in the first 16 games, the first half of the season. Anyway, we're going to get another scoring chance here just past the 6-minute mark for that roll of 15. And with a 43 in the follow-up, that's going to be another chance for Quebec. And this time with the 7, Quebec unable to score on it. So we're going to get a 46 this time. So that means 3 more minutes off the clock this time without a scoring chance. With the 11, though, we're going to remain just past minute 9 here with a chance. And with a roll of 45, that chance will go Quebec's way once more. And Quebec this time with a 5. So they're going to go up by 2 here. Quebec just past the 9-minute mark. And to be exact, that's going to be at 9:47, so just over 6 minutes after scoring the game-opening goal. I was supposed to drop all 3. You know what? I should drop all 3 at once. Let's see here. We have a 6:32 this time, so that will mean, once again, it's going to be either Lefebvre or Lapointe. That's right. I used to just drop the 6. I'm going to give it to Claude Lapointe, actually. So Claude Lapointe with the goal. And let's see, Lapointe here. There's just going to be the 1 assist on it after either Krupp or Kovalenko's unassisted goal. And 3:15 for the assist. That means that Scott Young has assisted on Claude Lapointe's goal at 9:47. So it's 2-0 here for Quebec in the first period still. And we're going to get a 2-4 here. So that means 2 more off the clock and a scoring chance. And with the 16, that's going to be the Jets' first chance in this game. Chance to cut the lead in half, and they've done it. Okay, so the Jets are on the board. Okay, let's see here. Will it be Howardchuk? Let's get the exact time of the goal first. Just a couple minutes after Quebec scored. So this is going to be at 11:03. So like a minute 16 after Quebec went up 2-0. And scoring here, we have a 2:32. That's Paul McLean with the goal. And there's going to be 2 assists on the goal. The first going to 3:44, which is Thomas Steen. So McLean from Thomas Steen. And I did say 2 assists. So 6:13 for the second. That will be either Jim Nill or Jim Kite. One Jim or the other. That's going to be, I'm going to say Jim Kite with that. So it's McLean from Steen and Kite here at 11:03. All right. And 3 more minutes come off the clock with another chance here, just past minute 14. This chance with a roll of 13, also Winnipeg. Chance to tie it here. With a 4, they do. They tie it. So just past minute 14 here, we have a 2-2 game. Already some dramatic back and forth. And let's see. So we're looking here, that's going to be 11. So 14-11, it is now a 2-2 hockey game. Scoring for the Winnipeg Jets, 3:31. That is Randy Carlisle. And Carlisle's goal will be assisted. There's going to be just the 1 assist on it. And 6:54, so it's Carlisle from Tim Waters. Tim Waters, who has like 14 assists, somewhat inexplicably in this. It's a Carlisle from Waters, so pure defensive effort there, pure offense from the blue line here at, I think I said 14-11. Anyway, 2-2 rolling on, so no scoring chance here just past minute 16, at least so far none. And just past minute 17, we will get another. This one with a roll of 56. Once again, Winnipeg. This is like their 3rd consecutive chance. And with the 5 and the 4, they don't score on this one. So let's see here. We're going to actually stay just past minute 17 with another chance. This time with the 35. Quebec with the back the other way. Quebec with the 4. So Quebec's going to go up 3-2. We have 5 goals here in the opening period. And Quebec here at 1750. So it's 1750 scoring for Quebec. I look red, white, blue. It's going to be 3-11. Owen Nolan, I want to say that's his 17th or 18th goal. Pretty productive year for him, especially given the Nordiques rough start. And assisting on Nolan's goal, we're looking to 2 couple of apples here. The first with a 266, that will be, that can't be Nolan. So let's try that again. 365. So Nolan from Wendell Clark and 343 is Mike Ricci. So Nolan from Clark and Ricci here at 1750. 3-2 Quebec. All right, 2 more off the clock and nothing. So 3 more off the clock. Now we're into period 2, just past minute 2, and 2 more off the clock. Third chance, and just past minute 7 here. We are going to get a chance. That chance will go the way of the Quebec Nordiques, just barely to a 52, just like the first chance in the game. So Quebec here, the chance to take another 2-goal lead. And they capitalize on it. That is a 10. That's going to be a straight goal at any time. So Quebec here just past minute 7. The exact time of the goal, 7:56. And scoring this time for the Nordiques is 2:15. That's Peter Forsberg, I think. Oh, it's either Forsberg or Owen Nolan. Nolan could have his second here. Forsberg with it. And Forsberg assisting on his goal. 2 assists on his goal. The first to 364. That's Wendell Clark again, and Clark picking up his second assist, 436. That is Valerie Kamensky. So Forsberg from Clark and Kamensky here at 7:56. Oops, I should probably change the score. So 4-2 for Quebec. Okay, we're going to get another chance here just past the halfway point of the 60-minute regulation game. 46, that'll mean Quebec once more. And Quebec with the 12. They're up 5-2. They are up 5-2. And I'm not going to say anything because Quebec, actually, if you look, I post everything over in Delphi and the penalty box and also on Tabletop Sports. Quebec had a game against Washington there very recently where they were up by multiple goals in the second period, and then there was a collapse in the second half. Anyway, with that said, this is a whole other game. Quebec here just past minute 10 of period 2 at 10:29. 10:29 getting the goal here for the Nordiques. It's 5:55. So Hervé Krupp with it. So he's making a bid actually to get at least a goal in this game. Sorry if I'm pronouncing his name incorrectly. I only needed to drop the 2 there. So 2 assists on the goal. The first, that's tilted, but you know what? I really feel like strongly like Joe Sakic. Call me biased. I think Joe Sakic's really trying to get an assist in this game. Sakic, who has, I think, only 4 goals. He and Gilbert Perreault, somewhat strangely, very assist-heavy numbers, though. In Sakic's case, close to a point per game. And remember, given Quebec's struggles early in the season, those subpar offensive numbers are a little more understandable. Gilbert Perreault with over a point per game, but I think only 5 total goals for him all season. Anyway, Krupp from Sakic, and I did say a pair of assists. 252 is Owen Nolan. So Nolan picking up here at least a couple of points in this one. And I did say 10:29 for the goal. 5-2 for the Nordiques. So 2 more minutes off the clock now, just past minute 12. And I know I'm going a little more slowly with this one, but again, this is the final game of the regular season. So another scoring chance here just past minute 12, and with a roll of 45, once again, it's Quebec. And Quebec with the 3 and the 2, so they have actually scored here just past minute 12 as well. They are stomping Winnipeg now. 6-2 here is the score. I don't think they were ever up on Washington by 4. 3 maybe. At 25, so at 12:25, just under 2 minutes from the last time they scored. I was supposed to drop all 3. You know what, let me drop, wait, 232. 232, we'll give Owen Nolan his second goal. And 2 assists on his goal. The first 5:24 is Hervé Krupp again, so good offensive game for him. And the second here at 3:66, I feel like that, yeah, Wendell Clark. So it's funny how some of the same few names. And again, I do this in a variety of ways. Sometimes I use a die roller app on my phone. Other times I use one on my computer. And then sometimes I just roll the dice out manually. And it's funny how in all 3 cases, you can get, just like in real life, players who just have hot hands or whatever that night. They just happen to have a good game. And they could go multiple games without a point, and then they get multiple points within a game. And in this case, it looks like, Clark and Krupp, and perhaps also Nolan are just, they're on in this game here in Quebec. You'd think it'd be maybe a couple of more local flavor players. I guess Claude Lapointe does have a goal. Claude Lapointe, who I believe is probably Quebec born. Anyway, so yes, 12:25 here, and so I think Clark, and I think there were 2 assists on the goal. Let's see, 422 is, well, once again, Clark. He can't get a pair on the same goal. Not on the same one. 436 is Valerie Kamensky, who I think also has picked up a couple of points now. Goodness, who got the goal again? It was, Krupp, I think. I'm going to play it back and find out anyway, but from Clark and Kamensky here at 12:25. Okay. So we're looking 2 more minutes off the clock now. Once again, with a chance, very chance-heavy game. 53, the first Jets chance in a while. They really need this one, and they get it. And they get it. So they've cut Quebec's lead in half once again, although a 3-goal lead, it doesn't really feel like they've cut their lead in half, but I guess in a sense they kind of have, or they're halfway there. I guess, no, they haven't really, but they're halfway there with 3. It's now 6-3. So anyway, scoring for the Jets this time. The exact time of the goal here, 14:59. We've had 3 goals in the last 5 minutes. And, whoops, I'm supposed to drop all 3. Sorry. 5:51, that is going to be Scott I think it's Arniel with the goal and picking up the helpers. Just the one on the goal. And that's Dale Hawerchuk. Dale Hawerchuk has won the scoring title for this one, although I would like to see him add another point and win it proper with a clear point. But he is tied right now with 42 points with Bernie Federko. So Hawerchuk, has sort of much like the Rangers in the standings, Hawerchuk, and the Jets for that matter, I guess also. The Howie Meeker division was really strong in this, but Hawerchuk has really made a late run, a late rally with a lot of tallies to put himself in position in order to do this. Get off to a bit of a slowish start offensively. Anyway, he did get the second assist in that goal, so we roll forward here. 3 more minutes off the clock now, just past minute 17. No chance for what feels like the first time in a while, and we've duplicated that roll. So we're now into the third period. Close game factor not in effect because Quebec is up by a trio. And we also don't have a scoring chance here so far in the first minute, but we will have one just past minute 2. And that scoring chance with a roll of 35 is going Quebec's way. And with a 3 and the 4, they don't score on it. So anyway, we're going to get a 4 and a 1 here. We stay in the same minute, but without a chance. Again, 36 or below for the chances. 26 will do here, just past minute 5 of period 3 with the 6 and the 4. That's going to be the Jets' chance. And the Jets with the 3 and a 5. Let me see here. That is a goal. Actually, yeah, because the higher... or no, wait, they're down by 3, so that doesn't matter. That's right. Okay, so it's going to be 6-4 here. So let's see, still with 15 minutes on the clock. And the Jets have scored. The exact time of the goal is going to be 5:49, and scoring for the Jets, 4:53 is almost Laurie Boschman, but no, it's Doug Smale. Boschman, who's also had an outstanding season offensively. And as I think he did in real life that year anyway. So 2 assists on Doug Smale's goal. And the first with a 3:42, that will be either Carlisle or Thomas Steen. That's going to be Carlisle's assist. And let's see. And then the second assist at 4:62 is Doug Smale. He can't assist on his own goal. 2:36 is Brian Mullen. So Brian Mullen here also had a pretty outstanding season here and in real life in 1985. And he was just 21, turned 22. I was going to put the ages next to all the players, and then I decided not to bother. Meaning he would have been 21 in the fall, early winter, and then 22 later in the 84-85 season schedule. Anyway, 5:49 here, and Doug Smale has scored to put Winnipeg back to within 2. Winnipeg here with 2 unanswered goals. We're going to go advance 2 more minutes without a scoring chance for either team. But just past minute 10, there will be another chance. And with the roll of 13, that is going to be the Jets' chance. And 5 and 1, the Jets don't do it on that one. So 4 and 6, so 3 more off the clock without a chance. Okay, though I might stand corrected, we're going to remain here in the minute with a chance. Third team, once again, Winnipeg. Winnipeg with a 6 and the 4, so look at that. Winnipeg, they were down by what, like 4? They are back to within 1. Okay, a bit of a titanic back and forth here affair. This is how you want to conclude a regular season, though, unless you're a goaltender. Or a fan of, goaltending, low-scoring hockey. But 6-5 is the score, and the exact time of the goal here, 13. So we're looking at 13-14. And scoring that goal for Winnipeg with a 2:16 is going to be Paul McLean with I think it's his second of the game. 2 assists on McLean's goal. The first going to Dale Hawerchuk there. That's his 43rd point of the campaign. So Hawerchuk with the primary assist does pick up the scoring title quite clearly. And I'm glad this one wasn't a dud. I mean, had it been a really lackluster, low scoring or one-sided game and Howard Chuck not getting any points. That would be unfortunate. 662 with the follow-up assist is going to be Tim Waters with like his 14th or 15th assist of the season, possibly even a little more than he got in the 80 game season in real life. But I find this game, for whatever reason, even if at different points during the season, again, maybe if I'd rolled out an 80-game season and also used the actual 1984-85 teams, Waters, even if he got off to, a hot start or whatever, at least getting a lot of assists, that could actually, smooth out or round out towards season's end. But anyway, here, I think I got the exact time. I can't remember. Yeah, it was 13-14. So, okay. So we're going to get here, goodness, so just past minute 16, chance here for Winnipeg to tie, or for that matter, for Quebec to add an insurance marker and sort of stop the bleeding here. Winnipeg with 3 unanswered goals, and that chance will go Quebec's way here at the Colisée. And Quebec, okay, so that's right, the lower close game factor, because the close game factor is now in effect, but the 2 there, that's just going to be a save for Brian Hayward, so we roll on here, and there's going to be another minute off the clock without a chance with that roll of 62. And here, but just past minute 19, we are going to get another scoring chance. Remember, if it's tied after 60, it stays that way, which would mean actually bad news for both of them. That would mean that Quebec is out of the playoffs, and Winnipeg doesn't get guaranteed home ice advantage in all 3 rounds. So maybe in a sense, each of these teams can screw each other here. So anyway, 25. So that, oh goodness, I'm trying to think now. Was that 25 for the team or for the chance? Was it Quebec's chance? 25? Oh dear. Sorry if I missed that. I think that's what I get for talking too much. I think that did Quebec have the chance, and then a 2 and a 5 is not, although at this point too, Winnipeg might even pull the goal. Anyway, let's just roll once more here. Of course, okay, so 4 and 6. I like it when that happens because it means it doesn't really matter either way for either side. Hold on a moment. Just want to have a look at one other thing here for whatever reason sometimes, especially with the camera turned on. Okay, so I will assume that they did not pull, and so Quebec doesn't have a chance at an empty net goal, because 6 would be an empty net goal roll in this. But we'll say that Winnipeg has pulled Hayward now, because again, if they can get a couple of goals here, which they'll need to start with a couple of 1s or 2s, and that could be just how I'm playing it. We're going to give this a good shake here, and let's see. So we're going to assume that they've pulled Hayward, because, again, they really want to vie for first here. Even though Quebec, again, they really want to hold on and get into the playoffs. And sorry if I'm killing some of the drama here by just, over-explaining things, but... Okay, so that's a 3, so it's game over. So after all of that, the blabber gabble or whatever, it's going to be 6-5 here, final score. So what does that mean? That means that Winnipeg still obviously very comfortably into the playoffs, having finished second overall, though if they meet the New York Rangers, the Rangers that went 3-1 against them during the regular season, the Rangers that share the oh so strong Howie Meeker division with them, again, the Rangers went 3-1 against the Jets, so also having home ice advantage on top of that. I mean, it is a whole other playoff and series and game, and anything, I guess, could happen. And that's something of many things that I do love about this game. It's great for that. It's a lot more than it looks. It's a lot more than it would appear. It's one of those things, I think, again, you see this, but really what you have to do is print some teams and sit down and roll it out yourself and find out, So, Winnipeg, again, they finished second overall because they did have a 2-0 record against Montreal, even though they are tied in points here with a clear loss with 38 points each. And then looking to, and actually an identical record of 17, 11, and 4 as well. So really the records against one another, because I think Montreal would also have the better goal differential, but Winnipeg I'm going to save because, again, they went 2-0 against Montreal. I don't feel right in that case about putting Montreal ahead of them. Quebec, I mean, goodness, let's talk about the Nordiques now. 3-12-1 at the half. They're in the playoffs. So that's pretty awesome. I think if you are a Quebec Nordiques fan, I think there are a couple of people who are really rooting for the Nordiques who've probably since given up on following this project long ago, just assuming that Quebec would not make the postseason. But there you have it. And actually, we know their first round opponent because New York finished first overall. So it's going to be the 95 Nordiques. Interesting proposition up against the 72 New York Rangers here in the opening round. And as far as the other team, I think Winnipeg will receive Chicago in the opening round, but I should double check on that. And then it would be Oh goodness, I don't want to get any of this wrong. That would leave, I guess, Montreal and yeah, I should double check. I think maybe Montreal and St. Louis and or no, hold on, Winnipeg. No, I stand corrected because I have four divisions and the division winner. Yeah, I know my own. Because I have four divisions and New York is not only first overall in the Redemption League, but also the winner of the Howie Meeker division. That actually has, somewhat heavier consequences for Winnipeg because it will mean that they will advance to the postseason still, obviously. But though they are second overall in the league, they will have to settle for the top wild card spot since they did not win their division. So I could have gone a straight 1-8, and perhaps I even should have, but for a what if construction, I just decided 12 teams, two conferences, three divisions. Get to look at it and perhaps even in my own weird sort of way honor a few people that have contributed a lot to the game on and off the ice. Makita, Howard Chuck, Joey Moss, Colby Cave, Henri Richard, and Howie Meeker, and put together a what if league with 25 goodness over the course of 25 years from 70 to 95, 12 all time very good teams. So that's what this was. I'm going to be back for playoffs. I think what I intend to do for the first one, and I'll talk a lot less if so, is try to roll out a quadruple header because really, if you're not talking as I am right now, you can get through a game of this in well under 10 minutes. Maybe not a 6-5 game, however, but like your standard, say, 4-2 hockey game, you should be able to get through that in 10 minutes or less, unless you roll a lot of white ones and you don't really advance with the clock. But I mean, how often is that going to happen? And then I think maybe for the ensuing rounds, another idea I had was actually try to roll out an entire best of seven. And again, for that one too, I would just be, zipping and rolling and hopefully talking as little as possible. And certainly, I mean, if that one finishes in say 4 or 5, that's going to be well under an hour for a video. So I have some different ideas with what I want to do with this project here for the postseason. And I haven't said anything like this in a little while because most of the videos that I've been doing lately have been for a project with 5 other people. So I realize again that that's exclusively just for those 5. And sorry, actually, I meant to mention this off the top, but for the couple of people who might have been interested in seeing, I think I have it over here. I do period 2 between Russo's Gong Show and the Minnesota Natives. Sorry, Larry and Oli, you'll have to wait. We're still after period 1 there. I just once again I've rolled up to 191 off camera today and just decided this is really what I wanted to do next. I realized there are a few other things, several other types of videos that I would like to do, but that will probably come tomorrow, the Hockey Bones thing. But I guess what I mean here is that I haven't said in a while that anytime that you give to something like this, somebody here doing a little rolling and a lot of talking for a video that's now almost half an hour in length, while it's never expected, it is definitely always appreciated. So, yeah, all right. Anyway, with all of that said, it isn't early here, so it's probably time for me to go and put my feet up, my head down, and that sort of thing. So, cheers, thanks, and bye for now.